Your life as a medieval mercenary. Your story begins in the heart of war-torn lands, where kingdoms rise and fall with the swing of a sword. Born to a poor family, you quickly learned that survival depended not on noble blood, but on strength, wit, and the willingness to do whatever it took. While some men swore fealty to lords, you took a different path, the path of the mercenary. Unlike knights bound by chivalry, you fought for coin, not honor. Your loyalty was to the highest bidder, and war was your trade. You trained relentlessly, mastering swordplay, archery, and even the brutal efficiency of pike formations. Experience, not birthright, made you a warrior. The life of a sellsword. Your journey began when you joined a free company, bands of hardened fighters who sold their services to lords and kings. These companies were a mix of disgraced knights, desperate peasants, and seasoned veterans, all seeking fortune in the chaos of war. At first, you were just another recruit, given a dull sword and a battered shield. You fought in skirmishes, holding the line in battles that weren't yours to win. But soon your skills grew, and with them, your reputation. Victories meant plunder, and plunder meant wealth. The life of a mercenary was dangerous, but for those who survived, it was lucrative. War without allegiance. One day you might be fighting for a king. The next, you might be burning his villages for a rival lord. Mercenaries were both feared and despised, seen as necessary evils in the brutal game of politics. Nobles hired you when they needed an edge, but they rarely trusted you. And for good reason. If the enemy offered more gold, many mercenaries had no qualms about switching sides. You fought in sieges, storming castles under a hail of arrows. You ambushed supply lines, cutting off an enemy's resources. You even took part in brutal raids, where gold and loot mattered more than glory. Some saw you as a villain, others as a necessary force in an unforgiving world. The price of survival. Unlike knights who were ransomed when captured, mercenaries had no such luxury. If you fell into enemy hands, you were often executed as a bandit. The law had no sympathy for men who fought without loyalty. The only rule in your world was simple: fight well or die forgotten. You quickly learned that gold disappeared as fast as it came. Mercenaries spent their earnings in taverns, on women, or gambling away their fortunes before the next battle called. Some were smart, saving their coin for a plot of land to retire on. Others, like you, kept fighting, knowing that peace was never an option for men like you. Marauders, the changing times. As kingdoms grew stronger, the need for mercenaries began to wane. Standing armies replaced free companies, and contracts became scarce. Some mercenaries turned to banditry, preying on the weak. Others sought work in foreign lands, offering their swords to distant rulers. But for you, the end was different. After years of bloodshed, you found a lord willing to grant you land in exchange for your service. It wasn't much, a small estate, a place to call home. After years of blood and betrayal, you came to understand an undeniable truth. A mercenary is nothing more than a masterless dog, willing to kill for whoever throws the most coin. There is no honor in this path, only greed. No loyalty, only convenience. While kings build empires and knights fight for ideals, the mercenary sells his sword to the highest bidder, leaving behind nothing but death and ashes. This was your life as a medieval mercenary, an existence without values, without morals, defined by violence and ambition. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what medieval role you'd like to see next.